Hello and welcome to justcomparecars.com. My name is James and today I'm going to be doing a walk around video of this absolutely superb 2019 Mercedes X-Class. It's a 350D 3 litre CDI V6 255 power 7G-Tronic 4MATIC Euro 6 double cab pickup truck. It's done just 56,000 miles and it's got full service history with 2 services in total. Okay, so we've been doing these walk around videos for quite a while now, and we find them to be very popular, mainly because it means you get to view the vehicle from the safety and comfort of your own home, but as if you were here today with me in person. As we go around the vehicle with you today, we'll look at all the panels individually, looking for any marks, scratches or dents. We'll have a look at the wheels and the tyres, looking at the tread depths. We'll have a look in the back. We'll have a look at the lift up part of the canopy. Then we'll have a look inside the vehicle, looking at the seats and the functionality, looking at the seats and all the bits in there. I'll even tell you what it smells like inside. When we've done that, we'll pop the bonnet and have a look at the engine, and finally we'll have a look underneath at the underside of the engine, the chassis, and of course the spare wheel. Now, a couple of bits to mention before we continue. I mean, once you've watched the video, if you're happy with what you see and you'd like to buy it, a small deposit will secure it and we can pretty much deliver it anywhere in the world. If you're looking to finance a vehicle, we can go through an application with you which takes about 5 minutes and we can usually get your decision within an hour. This is a VAT applicable vehicle, so it's plus VAT. So we would, in most cases, need a deposit to cover the VAT, as you can't usually borrow that. As I say, under some circumstances you can. Give us a call and we'll discuss that with you. It's also worth mentioning that once you've watched the video, if you think I've missed something, or if you'd like to see something in a little bit more detail, please just ask, and I'll be more than happy to show you absolutely anything. Right, we'll start with the bonnet and then we'll work our way around from there. Hopefully you can see from the image it's in really nice clean condition. Now, it's a UK vehicle, it's been on UK roads. It goes without saying there's going to be stone chips, and we don't go out of our way to hide anything, so obviously they are on the vehicle still. There's a bit of dust on there as well, but I mean, that's probably like the worst of it, if you can give an idea. It pushes up like a pinhead, and I can't see any others. It's in really nice clean condition. I mean, the vehicle's superb anyway, but right, so excuse me, driver's side headlight, as you can see, it's in fantastic condition. It's LED high performance headlight. The actual lens is in fantastic condition. Front bumper, again, working our way around. Again, there's a couple of very small stone chips, but you know, nothing serious at all. There's a very small mark there in the plastic. It's got the Panamera style grille, which looks, in my mind, phenomenal. Passenger side headlight, again in fantastic condition. There's no damage, no cracks, there's no misting, everything's really nice and clear. A few things to notice, there are parking sensors on the front, as you can see. There is, I mean, being very critical, a very small rub mark on the actual plastic there. So, passenger side front wing, as you can see, it's in really nice clean condition. Just rub the dust off it. Very fine rub mark there, as you can see. Pull the rubbing off a little bit, it's coming off, I think. Nothing serious, there's a couple of very fine rub marks, you know, like if you rub against a bush, for instance. So, passenger side front wheel and tyre. The wheel's in good condition. There is a few little rub marks, but nothing serious. It's a general grabber tyre, and I would guess that there's approximately 7 or 8 mil, maybe a bit more, under the arch. It's in really nice clean condition. Passenger side mirror back's in nice clean condition, there's no damage, and the mirror's intact. Let's go over the grille, over the pillars first. As you can see, it's in nice clean condition. Been very critical. There's a very tiny little dent there. It's like a stone's just popped up and caught it. It won't actually show up. The windscreen is in good condition, no stone chips or cracks, everything's nice and clean. Right, so before I go down the passenger side, I always like to have a look at this view. 2 reasons. You can see that there's no mismatching paint, and also you can see that all the gaps are correct, there's no misalignment, and everything looks in place. So let's go down the passenger side. Good view from down the side panels. You can see here then that there's no dents and everything looks really nice and clean. Side steps are in good condition as well. There's a couple of very small little marks there. You see that? It's just like a stone's bounced up and caught it. It's nothing serious, but it is there. Being really critical. There's a couple of just marks where people have got in and out, maybe caught it with their shoes. Looks like a high heel mark. Other than that, there's nothing else. Very fine. Again, it looks like a rub mark. Onto the rear quarter. And again, it's in great condition. Passenger side rear wheel and tyre, the wheel's in good condition. Can't see anything on it at all really, just a couple of very fine rub marks. It's a matching tyre. Slightly more tread on the rear by the look of it, but not a great deal. Maybe 8mm or so. Under the arch, the chassis, etc., all it's in great condition as well. So it's obviously got the genuine Mercedes-Benz lift up lid. I don't know what you'd call it, boot lid I suppose. It is obviously a genuine Mercedes item, would have been on it from new presumably. In fantastic condition, it really does just set it off as well. The actual boot lid itself is in great condition. I think these are actually one of the only ones that are actually waterproof as well, which is good, just because of the construction of them. But as you can see, it's in absolutely fantastic condition. Tailgate. And again, it's in great condition. I can't see any marks or dents on it. There's a slight little mark just there, but it's not showing up. I don't even think it is a mark, actually, I'm not sure. Rear bumper is in great condition. Nice and clean, no damage. Is that a bit of damage? There's a very small rub mark just there. I thought that was bird poo actually. So the lift up canopy, the hydraulics as you can see work perfectly. There's lots of pressure on them, so they work spot on. Across the top lid here, obviously where you put things into the back of it, there's a couple of tiny little marks, but you can't really see it obviously when that back's down. It's got a reversing camera on this as well, which I will show you working when we get in the cab. The quality is unreal, as you would expect from Mercedes. In the back, as you can see, it's really nice and clean. Obviously it's got this lid on it, so it's not been used for anything heavy because nothing would fit in there. But yeah, it's really nice and clean, as you can see. And there is an LED light on this, if that works or not. That doesn't look like it's been wired in. That goes on. So, passenger side rear tail light is in nice clean condition. There's no damage, there's no cracks, there's no misting, everything looks really nice and clean. There is a tow bar with the later style electrics. These will tow 3.5 tonne. Driver side rear tail light, again, it's in nice clean condition. There's no damage, there's no cracks, there's no misting. Everything looks really nice and clean, as it should. Driver side rear quarter, and again it's in superb condition, as you can see. Everything looks really nice and clean. You'll notice you've got two fuel caps. It's because you can open it. Yeah, it's because this side is the AdBlue and the other side is your fuel cap. It's a Euro 6 vehicle, or ULEZ, ultra low emission zone compliant, so that's good news. Driver side rear wheel and tyre, wheels in good condition. Tiny little mark on the wheel there, matching tyre and matching tread depth to the opposite side. So each axle obviously has got the same amount of tread depth. Under the arch, as you can see, it's lovely condition, nice and clean. Chassis in great condition as well. Right, so driver's side, and again you can see the paint's perfect, the alignment's spot on, there's nothing out of place at all. Driver's side pillars, nice and clean, no damage. Roof is spot on, there's no damage at all, everything's really nice and clean. Right, so let's go down the driver's side. And as you can see, it's in really nice clean condition. There's no obvious marks or dents, everything looks really nice and clean. There is a tiny little dent just there. Can't actually make it show up, it's that small, it's about the size of a pinhead. I'd rather be completely clear. Side step's in good condition, but there is a very small mark just there, so we should just caught a rock or something. Nothing serious, but it is there. Driver's side mirror back's in nice clean condition, there's no damage, and the mirror's intact. Driver's side front wing. And again, it's in superb condition, there's nothing on it at all. No marks, scratches or dents. Driver side front wheel and tyre, wheels in good condition. There's a little tiny bit of lift on the wheel, but it's nothing serious. Matching tyre and matching tread depth to the opposite side. And again, under the arch, everything's really nice and clean and in great condition. So it's a full set of general grabbers all round. They've all got lots and lots of tread. I'm sure we can all agree that the exterior of the vehicle is in superb condition. You know, it's a vehicle that's done 50-odd thousand miles on the UK roads. Considering that, it's in fantastic condition, it really is. Okay, so onto the interior. Now, I'm sure you're aware, but it's always worth mentioning, you never know. It is keyless entry, keyless go. So as long as you've got your key in your pocket, on your person, in your purse, you can press this button here and that will lock it and also unlock the vehicle as well. Just put that down there. Now, I won't go through the entire spec of the vehicle. I would hope that you would presumably know that, but what I will do, I go through the vehicle, I'll show you obviously it working inside. We'll look at the seats and all the bits and bobs that you would if you were here. Obviously I can't go through all the options because it's endless. It really is a massive amount of information to take in, and the video will just be hours long. Anyway, so driver's side door card is in really nice clean condition. It's as you would expect, there's no nasty marks, nothing's really out of place at all, everything's really very nice and clean. On the armrest, driver's side, you've got your electric windows ×4, your window lock, door lock, electric folding mirror controls, and then obviously your electric mirror controls are there. Driver's seat, bolsters are really nice and firm. Materials, as you can see, the leather materials in really nice clean condition. It's just a really nice place to sit. Being very critical, there's a tiny little mark just there on the seat. You'll notice your heated seat controls are here, and then obviously it's a fully electric seat as well. So the seat will go forwards, backwards, you can bring it up. You can also bring the nose up, as you can see, and the back. and obviously it will raise the seat as well. And as you can see, the operation of that is faultless. The backrest will go forwards and backwards, and if you watch this part here, you can actually pump that up, so you can actually make the seat even more comfortable for you as well. So if you suffer from back problems, for instance, it will make it perfectly comfortable for you. Being really critical on the seat, just obviously where you're getting in and out, there's a little few cracks on there, but it's nothing bad at all. It's got the Mercedes rubber overmats all round, and as you can see, all the carpets and all the materials are all in great condition. Right, so let me just jump in. So, dashboard is in nice, clean condition. Everything looks in superb condition, to be honest with you. The steering wheel, been really critical just on the top here, just where the sun's caught it. It's just faded slightly, but you show me a steering wheel that's in the country that hasn't got a little bit on there. Anyway, so obviously 56,000 miles it's been used. It's not a brand new vehicle at the end of the day. In regards to the stitching itself, stitching's all perfect, as you can see. Nothing out of place. Nice steering wheel, very comfortable, looks in good condition, other than obviously that little tiny bit on the top, but it's nothing. Keys, there are 2 proper keys. To start the vehicle, it's just a matter of putting your foot on the brake, and then you can see down here there's a stop-start button. Press the button, it fires into action straight away, no problems at all. In regards to the dashboard, there's no warning lights on there at all, other than obviously the handbrake's on, and I'm not wearing my seatbelt. Lots and lots of different options. I've just had a quick play with it before I started the video, just to have a quick look for myself. There's lots of different ways you can view the actual screen, but I quite like the look of this one, and it gives you your forward view. So you can see you've got lane assist on there as well. You switch that on, and you've got all the other options as well, stop start and everything else. In regards to the steering wheel controls, in regards to the actual media center, so this side here controls the media center itself, and as you can see, you can answer your phone and hang up as well. It's also got voice assist. I quite like on these, if you've got like an iPhone for instance, you can go into your settings and your Siri settings, and what you can actually do is pair your Siri on your phone to the actual vehicle. So you can press and hold that in, pair it to the vehicle, onto the system, and you can have your Siri on there. I think that's really cool, to be honest with you. Obviously there's not a lot you can't do with Siri, and obviously it just adds it to your vehicle. Right, so the left hand side is basically your screen on the dashboard. I mean, I can show you working. As you can see, you can have trip, so it gives you your range, navigation, it'll tell you which direction you're going to go in. Obviously radio will give you the radio station. Actually, let's turn it back up for a second. And as you can hear, it works perfectly. The speakers are great in here, it sounds really good, and there is a mute button as well. And you can change the channels, obviously, as you can see by going through there, because it's obviously it's DAB.
Now 499, and find the perfect setup.
Click on mute. Media, obviously you've got your CD player. You've also got auxiliary as well, you can plug your phone in. Telephone, and your assistance graphics, which is obviously that thing we were looking at before. I think that's perfect, to be honest with you, because obviously you got your lane departure warning and everything else on there as well. Yeah, lots of different options. And obviously you can see, oh yeah, I quite like the idea of the service one. If you click on OK, on here you can see obviously there's no warning letter, warning notices. You can see your AdBlue's full. Once you're moving, you can check your tyre, and then if you click on Assist Plus, you can see that there's no service due for at least 5,500 miles. So yeah, everything's in great condition. It's dead easy to use as well, really nice and easy to use in regards to the system. Passenger seats, if being right, do see this quite a lot. Bolsters actually feel like brand new on the passenger seat. So well, let me just switch the heated seat on while I'm sat here, and obviously I can tell you if that works, no problem. Yeah, passenger seat bolsters feel like new. Material, as you can see, is really nice and clean. it's in great condition. Do see this a lot. People will buy these for the VAT status, claim the VAT, the tax, and obviously everything else back on the vehicle. So they make a great deal of sense in regards to using it as a company car. Seats in the back, as you can see, are nice and clean. We will look at those in a little bit closer in a few minutes time. Roof lining is really nice and clean. It's free from any marks or damage. I can tell it smells nice inside as well. Just smells like the leather, if anything, and I think that's all I can really smell is leather. Yeah, it's nice. It really is nice. Being really critical, there's a tiny little mark on the dashboard there. You can see that, but that's nothing. Right, so I quite enjoy playing with this, to be honest with you. So you've got your main screen on here, and that's controllable by this. So if I click out of this, so that's your main screen, and what you can actually do, you can actually, instead of using the twisty to make it do that, you can, on this pad here, it's touch sensitive. So for instance, we're going to navigation. You can see me touching it, but anyway, yeah, so you click on that, and what you can do, just slide your finger across to make it move around. So we'll look at view map. As you can see, the screen's in great condition. There's no pixelated areas, really easy to see, very nice system as well. And if you swipe left and right like that, you can see you can move the camera around as that. Yeah, it's a nice system, it works really well. So click on back. I'll show you through some of the other bits as well. Click on back again. So show your vehicle. So you've got lots of different things. You can look at the owner's manuals and all the information's on there as well. It's loading on. I should come off that because it should take forever. You can look at your consumption. Not sure what that means. So yeah, lots of different options in regards to that. There's also different driving positions. So you've got the dynamic button here. If you click on that, you can see you've got eco, comfort, sport, and manual. Manual is because it's got the flappy paddles here, and then obviously it's got off-road, and to do off-road just click on that button there. So I think the most common sense one is obviously eco or sport or comfort. It's up to you really. It's a permanent four-wheel drive system, and then you've got the option to switch. So you've got 4MATIC, 4 high, and then obviously 4 low. You've got hill descent here, and then your working light on the back as well. Really quite funky. Don't see this anymore. You've actually got a rear opening window. Back in the day, the old Mitsubishi L200 used to do that. It's the only other truck I've ever seen that's got it. Heated seats work fine, by the way. In fact, it's too hot if anything. Reversing camera. It's quite easily probably the clearest reversing camera I've ever seen. When actually reversing down the yard a few minutes ago, just down here, it's silky. It really is. It's such a clear picture. It's obviously such a high quality camera. Got a dual zone climate with air conditioning, obviously. Let me just bring that up. And the aircon's cold and it works, so that's good. So switch that off. Yeah, everything's superb, to be honest with you. Really nice systems. Everything's nice and clean inside. It's got all the extras that you could ever want and need. Yeah, nice, really nice. Anyway, so let's switch that off. Let's venture into the rear. So rear door cards, again, really nice and clean, free from damage, no issues. Everything looks spot on. Seats in the back, I'm gonna hazard a guess and say I don't think they've been used. Similar to the passenger one, I think it's just they've not been used. The bolsters are firm and clean, and as you can see, all the materials are very, very clean in the back. It's got the rear overmat, which is a one piece. Nice to see. And as you can see, all the carpets are nice and clean. The back of the seats are in great condition as well. Just a nice place to be. These do lift up, and then under here you've got your toolkits, so your jack, etc. And as you can see, everything is as you'd want it to be. Right to the passenger side. Like I mentioned, we do specialise in pickup trucks. We've always got pickup trucks on site, and there's always new ones arriving. These are very similar to the Navara in sense, the way that it's laid out, etc. But obviously completely different as well. Passenger side door cards in nice, clean condition. Again, free from damage. Everything looks really nice and clean. Quite unusual to see that you've got the door lock actually on the passenger side. I think that's quite nice. So yeah, it obviously offers a little bit more security. Again, the heated seat option, and again unusual, fully electric passenger seat with full manoeuvrability. It is just obviously the Mercedes way. It's even got the, again, bolster support. And again, as you can see, everything's nice and clean. Being critical, there's a couple of tiny little marks just on the leather there. Maybe they put boxes or something on there. It seems more likely than someone sat in it, because I say them bolsters feel like new. Again, it's got the Mercedes overmats, and again, all the carpets are really nice and clean. In the back, again, the door cards in fantastic condition. Everything's really nice and clean. That Mercedes overmat, and as you can see, the seats are all in great condition. There you first aid kit in there. Oops, 12-volt socket in the back as well. Yeah, everything's nice and clean. So let me just pop the bonnet, which I thought was here. Oh, it's in that side, sorry. So yeah, your bonnet catches there. Reassuringly heavy bonnet. So obviously under the bonnet, it's got the V6 lump. There's not a great deal to see, but what you can see, all the fluids are clean and to the correct levels, and there's no signs of any historic oil leaks. Power steering fluid's nice and clean. It's got a genuine Mercedes battery, and everything looks great. Obviously difficult to show you anything when there's not a great deal to see. So underneath, let's have a quick look. So again, there's no signs of any historic oil leaks. Chassis is in great condition, as is the exhaust. Rear diff nice and dry. No signs of any oily residue. Spare wheel is, I think it's a steel by the look of it. It will be, won't it? Yeah. And it's got a virtually new tyre on it, as you can see by the lines on it. Okay, so hopefully I've shown you everything that you would need to see if you were here today with me in person. Probably a little bit more, but I'd rather show you too much than not enough at the end of the day. So it's also worth looking on our Facebook page, because there will be pictures on there of the vehicle that you won't see anywhere else. But for the moment, thanks for watching and sticking with me. Really appreciate it. Take care, stay safe. Bye-bye.